I had no idea what I was getting into with Heretic. I didn't watch the trailer, didn't read the synopsis, just showed up and went in blind. It can be an interesting experience watching movies that way, with no preconceived notions. The film keeps you on edge, never letting you get comfortable. You think you know who the main character is, and then the perspective shifts. The focus changes constantly, and just when you think you figured it out, it flips again. Even if you can guess the ending, I don't think you can guess the reasoning behind it in advance. The acting is good, and Hugh Grant plays a character you can't easily understand. His performance is unsettling, which is exactly what the film needs. At first, you can't tell if his character is mentally ill or just a cold, calculating psychopath. There is a lot of tension around him. He's both charming and dangerous, and it's hard to trust anything he says or does. The two Mormon girls in this film give off this vibe: sharp, clever, always trying to stay ahead. They reminded me of Anya Taylor-Joy's character in Split. You can feel the same intensity, the same kind of determination to outsmart the bad guy. One thing kept bothering me through the film. Why didn't they try to take him out from the start? The moment they realized something is off with him, why wait? But then again, that's how these kinds of horror movies work, right? The villain is always given more time than they should be. The pacing makes sure you are constantly questioning every choice the characters make. This is a common problem. When you're in trouble, what do you do? How do you know how bad it is? Is your life really in danger, or are you just overthinking it? Do you fight or do you negotiate? Personally, after watching Nocturnal Animals, I feel like stalling is a bad idea. It can be highly dangerous trying to negotiate with those who have no intention of compromising. What I found interesting is that throughout the movie, Hugh Grant's character keeps accusing religion of controlling people, manipulating them. He says it's all about power and influence. But here's the thing, he does the exact same thing. He's trying to control everyone around him in the same way he criticizes religion for doing.
What happens if we choose the wrong door?
Some things this film doesn't explain. Why does he need so many prophets? Is he genuinely creating a new religion? Or is it all an experiment? It almost feels like he's hoping for some sort of resurrection or something more, so he could be a believer after all. Maybe it's all about power, but there is something almost delusional about it. I mean, he's sitting in his remote house, luring in some girls. It's so far from the world-controlling power that established religions have. I'd say there is an absurdity in his actions. The setting reminded me of Barbarian, but in a more complex way. Barbarian was simple, straightforward horror. Heretic, though, takes more of a slow burn approach. It's not immediately clear what's going on, and that keeps you engaged. It presents a smart, deadly challenge for the girls, with witty dialogues and even lessons on religious history. These two girls aren't just screaming, mindless characters. In a way, it's an intellectual horror. Unlike Barbarian, the plot isn't a small, isolated story. It's grounded in global knowledge and could make you question what you think you know. The setting is also a big part of the tension. You're always aware of the closed-off space. It's claustrophobic, and it makes you feel like you are trapped in this situation with them. The atmosphere really enhances the unease. The film builds a constant sense of discomfort, and you never feel at ease. That's what kept me on edge throughout. Hugh Grant's character has got this awkward, almost charming vibe, but you know something is off. The way he smiles, the way he talks, it all feels like he's hiding something, like there is an ulterior motive behind everything he does or says. It is unsettling because you've met people like that in real life, the ones who seem nice at first but leave you with a bad feeling when you scratch the surface. At the end of the day, the film left me with a lot to think about, but mostly, what's protagonist's real goal? I kept wondering, what's this guy endgame? He's clearly obsessed with creating his own version of religion, but is it really about faith for him, or is it just power? The movie doesn't give you easy answers, which is something I appreciate. It makes you think about the real motivations behind people who claim to be chosen or divinely inspired. Is he just trying to create a new world order? My guess is he's jealous of existing religions because they have the control he wants. He's trying to do what religions have done throughout history. Show a real miracle like resurrection, make people believe in something. He explains why other religions are not good for you, all while adding a constant fear. But in his case, it's a fear of death, not the afterlife and hell. He's controlling everything, manipulating the narrative. He just wants to be a god, but he's too far from becoming one. Right now, he's just a psychopath with a library of Bibles. His approach isn't working for obvious reasons. Too small a group of subjects and no carrot, only the stick. Overall, I'd rate this one 8 blueberry pies out of 10. It's gripping, it's uncomfortable, and it will stick with you long after you finished watching. If you liked this review, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.